coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the UNLV Rebels and the Wisconsin Badgers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you get to Madison, Wisconsin, you know you're someplace special when you walk into Camp Randall Stadium. This is one of the largest and oldest stadiums in the country, opening in 1917. The students make it special. Every time there's a cool moment in the third and fourth quarter, Camp Randall continues to prove one of the best home field advantages in the Big Ten. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Rebels headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. It's a draw. Makes it past the marker. At the 40, there he goes. Look out on the right. Tag. Into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Orji. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They're already down a touchdown early, and the last thing they need to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back to that offense. They'll go. He's got it. 1st down and more. Makes a grab and room to run. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Rebels with the 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. A designed run for the quarterback. Got a little grass. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. Rolled his way into the end zone.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point is good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he finished things off with that 36-yarder for a score. On the run from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Joseph throws to the wideout. Taken in on the right side by Coleman. Got a lot of room to the right. He's at the 10, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Badgers!
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he added the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Lions. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. It's Orji. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
be 3rd and long. They want to run this quarterback. And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Looking downfield, it's Orji. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that right at the line of scrimmage.
Listen, you can't make every play. You can't cover everybody. But it's really nice when you get the bonus of swatting the ball down and making sure that quarterback doesn't get a completion and doesn't get a big play.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to run for it. He was fighting his way toward those sticks, but they'll stop him a couple of yards short. You want to talk about a decision that could blow up in your face, going for it inside your own 40. At midfield, he's got room. Breaks away in the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Floats it out in space. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did tack on the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Might be changing the route. Throwing Joseph. He lofts one down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Joseph unloads it left. And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn. And get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
The Badgers want to talk things over, and they use their second timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just one timeout to work with. And the Badgers line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Secures it at the 30. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. On the run, it's Glover. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to make magic with his feet. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, time and time again, he is willing to scramble. He wants to carry the football, kind of apprehensive, maybe doesn't want to make a mistake. I'd love to see him maybe hang in that pocket just a little more.
Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. As much a part of Wisconsin as cheese and brats feed that running back for first downs.
It's crazy, Reese. They don't find the most highly recruited guys, but they find tailbacks who are dudes. And Ron Dane to Jonathan Taylor to whoever it is, they always find a bell cow running back at the University of Wisconsin.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And with that last carry, into triple digits, over 100 yards for the day.
And he's showing you power. He's showing you speed. He's showing you make you miss. He really is showing you he's a complete back. And by the way, it's still the first half.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Throwing Joseph. Complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
1st down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. He might want another play.
Over. Return.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Escapes the pressure to his right. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Wisconsin! This guy is so slippery, so elusive. He just vaporizes right in front of the defense.
It's crazy. You can play touch football in an elevator and lose to this guy. He's that kind of quick.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. He'll bring it out. It's Lions. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Unlv will start this drive. The offense out there ready to go. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. He uncorks one deep. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm the...
And the sack! All the way back at the 5.
Defensively, you got them backed up. There's 2 options that they're going to do. They're going to run the football and be conservative, or they're going to try to take shots down the field. They tried to take a shot. Defense was ready. Nice pass rush. Way to get to the QB and get after that sucker.
Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Dropping back, it's Orji. Looking left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Badger. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get 1 pick 6 in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
He'll bring it out. It's Lions. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Orji. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Wisconsin! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Lions. He gets a block. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And finally, we see a little bit of that which we talked about coming into this football game. Like, we highlighted him. He's a really good football player. They're going to feature him. He's going to make big plays. Today, the defense has absolutely shut him down. That was actually his longest carry of the day. They're going to need more of that from this offense.
And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Orji. Makes a catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
On the ground, it's Thomas. And he's in. Touchdown, UNLV. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense changing the play. Joseph. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Badger. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Yes, that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Dropping back, it's Orji. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Rebels will try to convert on 4th down. On the move. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
Well, that is a gutsy play call on that 4th down. I think everybody here in the stadium, including myself, was expecting them to try to throw the football, but they ran it and caught the defense off guard.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Gets it out fast. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll take it himself. Shakes off the defender. Touchdown, Vegas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, textbook how you end a first half. You're trailing. You need to put a drive together. Great job using all of the clock, getting the TD, and you want to talk about creating some momentum going into the half and knowing I get the football, so everything trending in the right direction.
And the point after is good. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive, and it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. From inside the 15, here comes the return. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. So the offense doesn't want to take a chance here. They'll just come out and take a knee and wrap up the half. No tricks here. Looks as if they'll just run it out and take that lead into halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, welcome in to our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 6 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes with the lead right now in the first half. This has been a good one, a battle of 1-0 teams. Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way.
Got it down the field. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You've got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you've got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Thomas. Fighting off the defender. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the catch. It's Glover. Made a defender miss. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing.
There's a crease. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. To throw, it's Orji. Got his man in the middle. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Second and goal coming up. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He'll be stopped short. It'll be 4th down, and let's see what the decision is here.
Nice job by the defense there. They knew coming into this one, this running back was dangerous catching the football, so really good job getting him down on the ground, now setting up 4th and goal.
They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. On the direct snap, it's Orji. They get the completion, but it won't be nearly enough as the defense is there to stop him short.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Coleman. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
On defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Joseph from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him to escape, step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
And the ball comes to rest right there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Orji. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Hauls it in down the sideline. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They use the chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Running inside, it's Thomas. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Quarterback keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Off play action. Skips away from pressure. He's going to take off. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And, man, that is the hard part about playing defense nowadays. It's not the first play. It's the second play that you have to react to. It's a pass. Everybody's playing pass, but he has the ability to do that. And we've seen him do it today already. Just take off, make things happen. Now the QB over 100 on the day, and his legs, they're a problem.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There's been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
And let's take a second to look at the numbers these two quarterbacks have posted. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Thomas. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down, and they do it over and over again? So I think this offense will continue to stay aggressive like they were in the last fourth down.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. They'll try to pop the draw. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Basic run plays. I don't need a bunch of complicated stuff sometimes. I just need to get the first down and get the sticks moving.
Might be calling a hot route.
Hey, move.
Throwing Joseph. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I love the IQ by the defense on that play. Like, understand situational football. They're down by a couple scores. The clock is ticking. They need to make big plays. Nice job playing the deep ball and not giving up anything big.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
The Badgers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. Here comes the option. Across the 35. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
And, man, nobody home on defense. We've got to understand the option starts with the quarterback. Somebody has to have that guy. The defense blows an assignment, and the quarterback takes advantage and makes the big play down the field.
And the Badgers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Fights off a defender. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Turns it loose. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
I got to say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering the bell. This team has leadership on both sides of the ball. Very, very impressive.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Lions. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. UNLV will start this drive as the offense is out there and ready to cook. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Back to throw, it's Orji. He's not afraid to go deep. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense and stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to them, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Rolling right and going deep. Snags it inside the 20. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Just keep slinging it. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
At this point of the game in the fourth quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in cover.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And he's got it! Touchdown, Rebels! He'll try to tack on one more. Right down the middle. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll bring it back. And the returner will be brought down. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. With a minute 52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Joseph. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. They go to the draw. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And this ball will be downed at around the 20.
And that is such a costly turnover on special teams because they've got the lead. But with that giveaway now, they've completely opened the door for their opponent.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Warrior. The short hands, it's Orji. Flying out to the left. He's at the 10. To the house. Touchdown, Rebels.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the 2nd half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, they got their hands team out there for a reason, and that's why in these situations you put receivers, tight ends, and dudes that can hold up.
They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Plenty of fireworks in this one. A lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.